Introducing your host, your beaver man, the man you all know and love, Mr. Bradley James Fulcher. Thanks for the intro. That's actually really great. Really nice of you guys. Glad to be on the show here. First question. Now you're thinking, Brad, why'd you get all nice and dressed up? Not wear socks. I don't believe in socks. I don't believe in shoes, and they're terrible. I don't wish they existed. Next, we'll go for the reason why we're out here, okay, guys? As you know, it's Beaverman 8675 here. Wild ride. Obviously, to be honest, even myself, knowing I had to go over some of that footage for YouTube, it's not the best. Snapchat was where it was at. I had some fun times there. It's also I wasn't actually really trying to shoot a deer. I mean, I was, but you know how it is. Also, I can do a lot more stuff that I can't do on YouTube. Kind of takes out of the fun factor. Also realized that some of those videos I look like a 13-year-old boy with the amount of pubes on my face there. So thanks for that. Now we're gonna wait for an announcement here, folks, before you get aggressive here. I actually should have watched if I clipped my toenails. Now they're all right. We're going to wait for the big announcement here first. First, we'll go over some of these videos here. I won't be able to upload this till tomorrow anyway, so hopefully I get to see a couple of them first. The cahoots, they're not bad, but let's be honest, Snapchat's where it's at, but I hope you enjoy them. Serious stuff aside, one of the deer ones will upload, I guess tonight, or I guess yesterday night, for looking back there in the fourth wall. There's a huge fucking bonfire in the hippie's backyard. Right on. Sorry, it's huge. Like, it is almost the whole patio door. Where was I? The deer. Okay, so the buck. We went a little bit of backstory there, okay? That was actually a fun day. Day number 1. So that buck, I screwed up. Shouldn't have tried to film it. The deer didn't know where he was coming from. I set up. As you know, it's pretty hard to set up on your knees with a bow on the ground. So I was facing one way, and the deer, all I see is a little head pop up from a ravine. I'm like sitting up here, and there's like, boom, ravine there, ravine there. So I don't really get to see them unless they're like right there. There was about 8-minute video. Literally 6 of it was just me staring at him. But I figured you just didn't want to see that. So pretty cool, him just like literally eyeballing me hard. And then he tries to like hide from me. He like dips, crawls over. Anyways, so I kept like a little bit at the end of the video, basically where he, I don't think he notices me there, but he knows something's up, and he's like, I'm not falling for a boy. Anyways, listen actually pretty carefully. You can hear that like screeching noise. That's the deer. That's him hooty-hooing to his boys, letting them know that I'm there. So, it's actually pretty cool for you guys that haven't heard that before. I just thought I'd let you in on that. Yeah, that happened. Actually, just after that, I wish I would have filmed that. It was kind of dark though, and I didn't want people to think I was like illegal at hunting, because it was like still legally daylight. But then I stayed for a bit because I wanted to see how cool it was. 4 deer actually snuck up right behind me, and I was already flabbergasted from the buck. And what was it? I didn't know it was 4 of them. I saw one of them. I saw the arse end of it, so I got ready to go. And then when I turned, he like bolted. I think it was the buck, and he like left the group. He was like, "Nah, son, I see you." But he left the does, and then the does knew something was up, but they didn't know what was up. And they were actually only about 20 feet ahead of me, in front of me. But it's all bush, and you can just hear them going back and forth and back and forth. And it's actually pretty wild. And I just waited there, and it's so funny how they didn't want to take a step forward, but they knew they had to get by me, but they just knew something was off. I don't think they saw me, but. It's honestly, but then after a while I did leave. I didn't want to scare them though, in case I scared them tomorrow, and sorry, it's a cool fact. And then I stood up, and instead of, I thought we're 2, there was about 4 of them, and they all jumped up and scurried, and they all did that screeching noise. Imagine that at 5:30 at night. Sorry, 5:30 at night. I don't know if you can see how black is behind me there. It's like that at like 5 o'clock. It was terrifying if I didn't know that was deer. But anyways, I should have took a video of that. I'm really disappointed in that. But anyways, also too, it's funny, for the next video that you'll get to see, hopefully the same day that this will drop here from my fans. You can, buck fever, if you've all heard of it. That buck, the whole time he was there, I actually had my like pretty decent, like my hands, they weren't Georging out, but as soon as like he left, I was literally vibrating the whole time, and I just couldn't stop. And it's always funny because whenever I've seen a buck, I've shot it, and I've got it, and I've shaken after that. So I didn't know like buck fever was a thing, even if you didn't shoot it. Honestly, any guys that don't really like have seen it or like experienced it, it's almost like a high. It's wild. It's almost like some primal instinct. But that's the thing. When I saw these does and fawns, nothing. After they left, I was like, all right, cool. I was like, shit. But honestly, good video. There's like a little girl. She's like she goes out with her dad. And I think she's like 10 or 12 years old, and I think she shoots a buck. You know, States love them. And she is literally sitting there, and she is just vibrating. It's actually the cutest thing ever. But that's buck fever for you. I wasn't quite like that, but that's not important. So yeah, and then day number 2, I was pretty pumped. I was aggressive, but then a bunch of things happened. I shouldn't say a bunch of things happened. I almost killed my computer. I'm still not even filming from the damn thing because for some reason my phone shoots nicer than the computer. It's like super dark on video, but on photo, well, we won't worry about that. I'm gonna get frustrated and we'll keep talking about it. Anyways, not important. Shit, what was I doing there? Oh, but what happened? Yeah, so then Dad came over, Jenny came over. They were doing some stuff. We set up some lights, got the stove running, getting that going. And then my sister came over with Bryce. Just kidding, his name's Drew. That's an inside joke. He came over, so we chatted, ranted a bit for about some stuff. Set up the Christmas tree. Didn't notice that I stole her hat, even though I already had it out, like ready to go, and she didn't even notice. So clearly she's over it. Might keep it. Pretty cute. Then yeah, I didn't get out there till later. It was probably like 2 o'clock. Doesn't matter. It was like -13. I froze. Like I could barely even hold my hand. For the video with the doe and the fawn, I actually, instead of trying to like take a video with my hand, I actually put it in my quiver in between the arrows, and it actually kind of worked. And I pulled it back. I'm not sure if I knocked it kind of sideways when I pulled it back, and I'm like, sorry, my little finger, I'm like trying to nudge it back in so you can kind of see with it. I wasn't pulled back in most of that video, but there was one point. That's another thing. As soon as I stood up, because I could see that one fawn there that was left behind, he had the really bad leg. And I mean, like, I don't think you get to get like a good pick, but whenever he tried to like actually run, you could see it was definitely broken. It was wobbling, and he's not gonna make the winter. Hopefully, go back next weekend and maybe take him out. If he's still around there, actually, there's been some signs of a wolf in there, so maybe that's why the doe. Probably the reason why the doe's keeping that other fawn around to self-sacrifice. That's why you have 2 of them, right? Anyways, or that could just be a stray fawn that actually just followed her. You never know. Because she did not give a fuck about that guy at all. Her and that first fawn, I don't think I actually see the first fawn in the video, but they just they hook. And the other fawn there that came out first, he didn't notice, and that's when I was fumbling around with my camera. And I didn't want to shoot him because I figured, it's just a fawn. He's probably not by himself, or else he's like one tough guy. But anyways, and then that's when I pull out the camera. Look to the left of the screen if you already haven't watched the video. You'll see her first, and she immediately knows that I'm there. She knows, again, like the deer, they don't like see, like they don't see you and they'll be like, oh, that's a human. They just know that something's weird, and that's why you just stand stiff as a board. And you can see the moment she noticed me, well, I guess you can't see it from the camera angle on her, but I'm like staring at her, and then as soon as I like try and pop, like I have the bowl around the corner, and as soon as I pop my head around, boom, that's when she makes that screechy noise. You just listen for that as well, and she's gone. But sorry, back to one of the original point here. I need some guys here to work with me to tell me to keep on track. You know how it is. I just get rambling. Anyways, so that fawn, if he was any slower, I probably just could have ran up to him and tackled him. But he actually went a little bit wider. She's a little far away, so I said, fuck it, might as well try and take a shot there. So I jumped up, didn't jump up, I stood up calmly. But what I didn't realize is that there was a tree branch right ahead of me. So as I pull up, you can kind of see in the video and you can hear noises. My arrows and my quiver, they sit up higher than my actual cam on my bow. So they're stuck in a tree branch as I'm trying to hold it. And then eventually I say, screw it, and I draw the bow back with it tangled in the things. And I'm like trying to like aim at it. But it was probably like 60 yards away at that point, and I'm nowhere near good enough. I'm pretty like deadly with a bow from close, but like 60 yards. I don't want to take a shot and hit her in the leg or, you know, get her right in the gut, and that's just worse. But anyways, there's some excitement. So at least you guys get to see some deer. You didn't get to see me anything. I guess that's where we'll get on to the next subject here. Is Beaverman 8675, was that his last episode? Probably not for all time. Maybe for the year though. Yeah, some serious stuff here. I'm just kidding with you. I just can't do as much stuff on the YouTube. You'll probably get some Snapchat stuff for the boys, but sorry, and the women. My bad. I gotta stop saying that. But yeah, I'll probably get some stuff. I'm actually hoping to go out next weekend because the deer are actually coming, and you might not get some many videos, but hopefully I can show one of actually me shooting a deer, or at least me shooting at a deer. I mean, that'd be cool too, right? I mean, I'm just glad we could, you know, entertain a bit. You know, that's why I'm kind of happy. At least I saw some deer, so you guys get a quick, you know, nice video there. But yeah, they're hard to see, so keep a tuned eye there, okay, folks? Anyways, so yeah, it might or may not be the last episode. We'll figure it out. Yeah, I guess we might as well go to the big announcement here, because let's be honest, it's not all much more to talk about right here, just by myself. Actually, I'll just show you my boy. That's Carl. He actually worked so hard setting this up. He actually just deflated. That was the end of his life. Boom, dead right there. I don't know, R.I.P. Carl, he wasn't that important. Anyways, the big finale, the big announcement, which actually isn't that big. It really isn't that big of a deal. But I was recently talking to a couple guys, couple keen guys, and might have been in the works with some stuff. We were bouncing stuff back and forth, and I could see their potential, and I thought, you know what, maybe I should bring these guys in. Not at the same time, they talked to me different times. We both had the same idea. I think superfan Samuel Christink was a little bit behind Rigman 69 there, but that's the big announcement for you. Soon up here on the show, might not be Beaverman, but we're coming up here, and I will have Brandon Lee. That's right, Riggin Man 96 on the show. We're gonna talk to him. We're gonna get him behind the scenes. Maybe it'll be the cameraman. We don't know. All I do know is we're going to get a nice interview, talk about how's COVID doing, maybe get some gossip out of him, and how many kids actually do live in his basement. That's not important, but I am pumped. You might actually know Brandon Lee as the poster boy for Molson Canadian. He actually does some work too with Yeti. I'm pretty sure you've seen the commercials. They're pretty self-explanatory. It's, you know, it's kind of like Ricky Bobby, and if you don't chew Big Red, then fuck you, basically. But that's Riggin Man 96 for you. Number duo. Numero deux. My bad. Brains backwards. I'm a little French. Sam the Mule Christink, or Samuel, as some people know him. His parents mostly. He's gonna make an appearance on here too. Same thing. He actually was talking about getting more on the Pokemon side things there, which I'm sure we all love seeing some cool Pokemon cards that we saw in my last couple polls. Nothing to complain about there. So that'll be actually pretty exciting to get him up here. I know he's coming home here soon. I'll be happy to see him. The fire's gone completely out. I have no idea what happened. Like, there's some, like, that's voodoo, man. Like, it was huge and now it's just gone. I actually should probably hide. Doesn't matter. But yeah, excited to get Sam on the team. We'll see what goes on around here too. Probably get an interview. You know, we got a ploy for some people. Actually, try and get multiple of the friend group on here. Just check out how COVID's doing, so you know, people can see what's going on. We get a little more in depth. You know, I don't want to say a talk show because, let's be honest, nobody watches those anymore. Anyways, and then two for international friends. They know who they are. I might as well name drop. I mean, give them some clout. Adrian Woodfine, the devilishly good-looking man who I should have got some more hair tips from. Or maybe be my hairstylist. I don't know. I haven't seen him in a long time, so I don't know what good hair looks like. But he's over there sees, and I know deep down inside, if Ryan ever sees this, that will deeply offend him that I didn't come to him about hairstylist, because he thinks he's a big deal at it, which he isn't bad. But no offense, Ryan. Second place, bud. And I'll be nice for the always stunning Miss Ashley Raycroft, or as some people know her as ORB. Maybe they can get some, because I don't know if they're coming back for winter or what's going on here. We're going to miss them. Be sad if they don't. So maybe we can fill them in. Maybe they can get some of our hijinks in here. I mean, hopefully we'll be getting going on here soon. So yeah, we're hoping the channel's really expanding here. I've been talking to lots of my team, my agents, my boy Carl. We're trying to get some things in the work here. So I might reach out to some of you guys here. Maybe we can even like get some interviews over Skype here if my computer ever works. I don't know how this works. If I can get a crew behind me, you know how the whole team's going. Right now, I think my one video there has about 18 views. So, I mean, I'm probably going to blow up soon. So, no time at all. I'll be like Joe Rogan up in here. Free shout out. Anyways, yeah, so just saying, guys, hopefully that's exciting to me. Hopefully you guys get a little bit excited about it. There wasn't many fan questions. A little bit disappointed, but like it's no pressure. I didn't really give you much time. One question I'll add in there was, why didn't you just hook an arrow at that one fawn? It's pretty far, and I mean, it doesn't look that far, but like in person, you try hucking an arrow about 60 yards through a bunch of trees at a small fawn. I mean, probably not going to hit it. I mean, I probably should have hucked a bow, but that would have been very unethical of myself. But yeah, that's one question. So I mean, if you ever shoot a bow 60 yards and you hit the bullseye like dead on every time through bush and stuff, good on for you. I'm not that good. I'm pretty average. I don't know, just a regular dude. Another question is how many kids actually do live in Brandon's basement? That was actually a serious question by a phone interviewer. I don't have the answer to that. I've seen at least 3. And then another fun question we got in here from the boys. Actually, just Samuel added in there because there weren't too many fan questions. Should I bring my skates when I come up? And questions, yeah, as always. The ODR, hopefully we get up and running here soon. I actually got a bigger tarp. It's 36 by 90. Yeah, you heard that right. I'm actually going to get some more stuff for the ODR. Draining the wallet pretty aggressively, not gonna lie, but it's gonna be nice. I even just bought a brand new net, dropped like $300 on that thing. But yeah, the ODR will actually be up, running and functional, and hopefully we'll be able to have some fun times here during winter here. Hopefully New Year's too. I mean, I'd love to see everybody out here, but you know, we'll get out of there. I actually even heard Brent said he might come up, he'll bring the hot tub out, he'll bring some bitches, we'll party. So that's a bonus, and that would be kind of actually nice, you know, if Ashley doesn't show up. But anyways, we don't need to get into this. I actually just see that this video is about 18 minutes now. If you stayed with me this whole time, great on you guys. That's another thing I want to get to. I love to tell you guys, that's why some people mentioned bringing it up to YouTube, just so that they can watch it whenever. And I know the Snapchats, the service up there is terrible, so you're getting Snapchats out of order and stuff like that. So I just want to say for the YouTube guys, I know, I call you all my fans. I know it's actually just my small friend group. But anyways, I just hope you guys enjoyed these videos. I actually had a lot of fun doing these. It was very therapeutic. I think I've said that before. But I had a lot of fun, and I don't know. It's just something extra, you know what I mean? I know I'm not going to blow up or have anything famous, which is probably good because nobody should really view these videos. I'd probably I'd get chirped so hard. But I hope hope I didn't bug you too much with the Snapchat. So I'm glad I kind of went over YouTube. Like I said, couldn't do as much fun stuff. But hope keep you guys entertained. I mean, some of it was kind of interesting. I got a little bit more serious because I actually need to shoot a deer. I need that meat for the winter to eat. Just so you don't get confused. I know Brandon was going to say a joke. A yoke. But yeah, so if you guys have any ideas too you guys want to do or float off me, you know, just give me a text, a call, a whatever, FaceTime. You can do whatever. Just let me know and we can talk about it. We can add to this channel. You guys, you know, it doesn't all have to be me. If you guys want to make some fun videos, add to it, or you know, we can do whatever. Again, we don't have to. I really, it's whatever. I'm probably gonna still make some odd little videos and stuff like that. But yeah, just glad some of you guys enjoyed and had fun, and for all those real Beaverman 8675 fans stayed along this whole time, like congrats guys, good for you. I wish you knew who you were. I don't know how to view who views your videos or who subscribes. I know I got 5 subscribers, shout out to those boys and girls. But yeah, this is yeah, it's been a fun time. And like I said, there might be more on here, there might not. I don't really know. But I just want to say I had a fun time. I love you guys all, and we'll see where the future takes us. See where this laptop takes me. I'm sure, I don't know. I'm sure great things will happen here this winter. So we'll see you guys. I'll drop a link or whatever to the group chat. So some of you guys that don't have this, go get it. But stay COVID, guys. Wait, I shouldn't say just stay COVID, because that was a kind of couple hit wonders. I should actually say, no. Like, Beaverman 8675 signing off. No, I was just kidding. It's Beaverman 8675 signing off. Go fuck yourself.